Hey, um, guys, it's me. Uh, it's been a minute. I know, a lot talked about. Though, we can get that into another video. Um, let's go this way. So, this is the TG SMP, and frick, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I haven't really spoken on this channel in a while. It's been a minute. Sorry to leave you guys waiting for so long. Let me just. Oh, that's not it. There we go. Weather. There we go. Current events have been going on. Some really great stuff, you know. As of late, I suppose. So since the previous tour, a couple of months ago, I've been busy. We've all been busy on the server. It's a lot to unpack. I'm just gonna give a tour, and we'll see how it goes. Along this path leads to a project that I think I left in the tour called Green's Project. It is now, as people call it, Greenland, not the country as you guys know. It's interesting. It's not the best builds, don't get me wrong. It's not beautiful of any sort, but it means a lot in the sense that it's one of the first town countries that have ever been built that is like, well, a city, you know? There's roads, there's alleyways that lead to things. It's fun to just look at, you know what I mean? It all started with this little area, and the tent was a bit more shit. No offense to Green, who will watch this video most likely. This is a map of the place. I made these 3 buildings up here, or I mostly worked on the northern bit, Green and a couple other people south. I say a lot. This is the garrison room. Very fun, not much detail to it, but overall feels cozy. Down this way is an alleyway I made leading to a poor person's home. We don't have to talk about him. And this is the pet cemetery, quote unquote, pending. This is a news board. Some wars going on. I died. We have this whole lore thing going on. Ignore me. People get mad apparently, claiming or copying the TG SMP. Dream SMP. Sorry. I have whole advertisements here. I have a cafe. I mostly just like to build social buildings. Very fun. Over here is the tavern. Very cool. Very cool. Nice and aesthetic. The upper room's not too detailed though. Little Easter egg by our little friend here. Down here, you'll find the town center. I realize I can repeat things and it can be annoying. I said this a lot. I like to call this like the Central Park to our New York. You know, that's something. This building is pretty much useless. It used to be part of a citizen here, but then he kind of betrayed us during the war. This is the potion room. This is where we make strength potions, etc. Just trees, because why not? This is the farmland. This here is the courthouse. It needs some lighting. Definitely. I need to work on that 100%. They're just not attacking me because I'm in creative. It's just because I don't want to be killed, clearly, or break anything. This is the graveyard. I died during this war. Green lost a canon life. Haas lost one. Nebula Lord. He wasn't even part of the country, but he was part of this pact. Torp, that's him. Yep. Sum it up. Right here is the world flags. These are all nations that have existed. Landa. Now, in the tour, there was no commentary, so I couldn't explain anything. This country was essentially... I created it first, and then it evolved into its own thing. It's essentially the spawn country. You know, like, with every country-related roleplay Minecraft server, or just in general, some kind of faction is gonna form spawn, you know? And that's what Landa was. Sanctuary, kind of an inspiration, but more private. They like to keep things secret. Omnia Industria is the capitalist / OP people of the server. They stack up on stuff, and as of recently, they're the people that are at war with Greenland and Moscow. And the Omnia Industria, unbiased opinion, they're kind of jerks. I'm just saying, like, Jesus, a lot of killing. Intellier, beautiful country. I was in the tour, very fun. The Flower Shack is what Pastel came up with on the spot, just because they wanted to show off their banner. Over here is the more businessy area, though business is everywhere in Greenland. This is another social area, restaurants and stuff. Over here, this is my therapy place. Up here is the therapy room. I like to give appointments to people that like to hear. It's more of just sit and chat, you know what I mean? Good times. Good times are coming. And that's basically this area. Yeah, over here. This is my best build. All of this pales in comparison to this path, honestly. This is the AFK Fish & Co. Very fun, very fun. It's basically just come here and AFK fish and maybe get an OP item or two. Maybe even some enchantments. Over here is the villager area where we effectively just, you know, either swipe enchantments or emeralds off of them. Then this is the village breeder. As of right now, it's just dormant. This is the farm area. This is where we get all our food and stocks that it isn't vegetables or wheat. Yeah, that's Greenland. If we, I'm just gonna cut the crap and just, you know, fly to the location because I know you guys get bored with this. I'm gonna add timestamps later into during recording. This is Pasta's base. He hasn't been on in a while, so I'm just assuming this place is practically up for grabs, or it's just gonna be left for the stand of time. Yeah, that's Pasta. This was my old house, or home, but a player named Generic, I have no idea who did this, but it really pissed me off. Generic was kind of like the anarchist / pest of the server. He X-rayed and got banned, but he'll be returning shortly. His sentence will be up. A player named CB purchased this place and later gave it to Generic, who decided to burn this house down, and CB is rebuilding off of it to kind of leave some kind of goodness where that pit of darkness was. Speaking of pit, I made this in survival just because I had nothing else to do. This is a small shack I made here Wompy claimed it and made a crappy but interesting tower. This is where villagers were used to be kept, but I let Green take the two and ship them off to Greenland. This used to be the Treasury, but as of now, it is really just its own. It's abandoned, retrospectively. Up here is the White House of Landa. I did the explosions. That was me. Not my proudest moment, but you know. Yeah. Anyways, over here is the tree farm. No one uses it. This is Cat's Church, which still is also abandoned, practically. No one uses it. It's just there for decoration at this point. I don't know if this iron farm works anymore. It probably doesn't, let's be honest. Yeah. The zombie was... Oh, and villagers are gone. Interesting. This mob farm still works. It's just not at its best right now. AFK fish farm I made like 5 months ago. This is Iceberg Research. Green made it because of that over there. We'll get back to that shortly. This is the This is the market. It's obsolete. That's all I have to say. This is another, and this is intimidating. We'll not talk about it. How's that sound? Over here is Cat's business area. This will probably never get built. This is a cafe that Cat made. Very interesting. Cool. But here's the problem. Unfortunately, Spawn has been not nearly as explored lately. People have branched out and found their own things to do. Basically, Spawn has been no longer the center of attention. This is Cat's base, or one of her bases, from what I've heard. She's made a place called Catopia. Haven't seen it because people don't trust me. This windmill has gone through about 3 massive griefs and has been rebuilt over time, and I think people have just given up on it. This is new. Nothing. Awesome. That's her wool area. I don't know if it's fixed or not. Over here, if we go this way, turtle breeder. Over here is the house that Pastel and Satisfied Wolf have made together, and Pastel has virtually branched off. Oh my god. And has been virtually abandoned, from what I know. It's barely used. And if we go over here, /warp, I think. And this is Intellier. It's one of our prettiest builds, but also made by one of the most interesting people. Interesting. The religion Bingus is has been harmed as of late, but it's being rebuilt. Intellier, I don't know if it's failed or no longer in use, and at this point, it's as good as it'll ever get, I'm guessing, because the owner has made his own modded server, and I feel a bit of resentment, or disinterest in that person, not because they've done anything wrong to me. They are an awesome person. It's just I feel a sense of jealousy, which is normal. I mean, it's not gonna destroy any friendships. Just gonna linger because my personality sucks. And that's this area. That's Intellier. That's maybe someday, if it's ever built, gonna be the library. This is residence area. This is a meeting area, a tower that Lemon built because they wanted to be the tallest. Storage room, a restaurant, and I'm assuming museum/library. Yep. Interesting. This is the, as sad as it is, this is the closest we've gotten to an actual library or museum of the sort. Fun, I know. I don't know what that's supposed to be. And if we go down here, way down here, this is their pet cemetery. Again, outside pretty, inside. They tried. This is their pet horses that have unfortunately faced their fate on the server. And yeah, this is, I'm guessing, an attempt at an aquarium. Not bad. Just shaders make it look really bad. That's their nether portal over there. Unfortunately, due to a glitch, I don't think it'll work, and I'll just go to the nether hub. So, yeah. And if we go this way, come on, go fast. This over here is Callistinia. It's, I'm guessing, another abandoned build, which is another depressing factor. Built by a player who goes by Bunky Games on the server. He was on the right track and then he stopped playing, so yeah. Over here you will find the arena. This is where we get our pent-up aggression out. It hasn't been used recently because of the war, so whatever aggression we have to put it against the enemy, even though they annihilate us. Yeah. Very fun, very fun. What's next? I guess there's Sanctuary, the public one, that I can actually go to, if the server will cooperate with me. There we go. Yeah, this is where I died the first time around. Yeah. I was also resurrected here. Good times, good times. Great times. It was a failed project from the start for the sheer factor. No offense to the creator. Bit paranoid. Could have done something with this, and now it's abandoned. A lot of mutton, though. Another build abandoned by someone who has left and gone to play a different server. Don't blame him. This is a funeral area. This is where my first funeral was placed, and I don't think I'll have a second one. Because, you know, people hate me. This is the lava cast. Yeah. What's next? That's right. I think there's warps too. I have to. Never mind. I'm sure there's a lot more to tour, but I'm not sure what to tour. I suppose there's the mushroom people, but they don't like people being on their land. Got a lot of coal from them though. A lot of iron too. You see, they're so goddamn rich that all the mineral, they flatten out this entire thing, and there's just so much mineral on the surface that they don't bother mining, that I took it myself to mine it, and I got 4 whole stacks of iron ore, 4 whole stacks of coal ore, and a lot of wood because they had a lot and never used it. You see, they have reached a point of power that they are practically playing easy mode at this point, because they have such good armor that barely anything can kill them other than their own stupidity. This is a village. This leads to a village setter, or whatever the hell. This is a decoration. This is a statue, another portal, trees, iron farm, sugarcane all over. A lot of skeleton horses because we have a lot of storms. Storage area, very well organized. Someone's house that was made that actually is the only house on this land. Everything else is used to make factories and shizzazz. I have to say that because I think some of my family will be watching, even though they know how much I cuss. I'm guessing that's cocaine. And bedroom. This is the only house in this entire island because the others are not builders, but they are farmers. If you couldn't tell by that already. Yeah, that's Omnia Industria, as they like to be called. What's next? I don't remember. Oh yeah, that's right. Vinland is an abandoned human build that is set up to look like a village, a naturally generated village made by the player Nito. Very cool. He left. He's known for leaving, but I guess he's leaving for good. Great guy, but he can be a drama queen sometimes. I don't blame. I don't have a problem with him whatsoever. I guess he just do your own thing. Over here, not so far away, is Moscow. The leader is pretty much the only active player, but hey, he helped us in a recent war, so pretty cool guy. Also kind of a cultist, but besides that factor. I know this feels rushed, it is rushed, but you know, what makes ends meet. What's next? I don't remember. I mean, there's not really any other places that I can go to, seeing as people have gone so paranoid about where they live because of people who have decided that it is okay to either grief or steal from other players' bases, to the point to where the only way to not have a single block of dirt stolen from you is to build thousands of blocks out and not tell anyone where you live. And I'm remembering one other person that we have to go to. A player by the name Link. This is a one-player base. It is one of the nicest places to be during this time of period. He has built this massive perimeter wall just because why not? And oh god, so much stuff loading in. If we go this way and go down here, we will find a massive opening. All this natural spiral has been made using TNT, so virtually it's naturally generated in a sense. All this stairways made by Link himself. very organized, really awesome. This is his nether portal. You know, when it comes to one man, you gotta look high and mighty to others. It's funny enough. It's really funny. Oh, there's also this room. You know, it's nothing special. He has spent so much time working on this, he is only on iron armor. I don't think he has ever worn a single thing of diamond armor in his life. So, there's that. So that was Link's base. Very interesting, very cool guy. If we... Dang, what is there left? Oh, that's right. Okay. Home Tokyo. This is a build by the name Glitch. He is a very interesting person. Very cool. He is slowly but surely working on this. It's more of a casual project, so it might take him a year to finish. That is if the server lasts that long. He built this place while he was in exile, and he's still working on it, and I'm proud of his commitment. It's very, very interesting. Oh, it's off center. Very cool guy. Yep. This server has gone through so much, man. So much. Oh, God. Yeah. I'm not... I should be nerding out, but I'm not. But, this is, the dragon infection. For example, this is my character. I'm dead, so, of course, my eyes are white. But I'm also mildly infected by this thing that I also have a tint of purple. This is the fungus. It's been around since early January, but is now finally meeting its doom as I, the assumed host, perished and now, or resurrected and lost all this. It no longer can survive. So over time it's probably going to degrade, I'm assuming, and we'll actually see what everything looked like before this chaos existed. Yep. Up here, this is the Landa flag I made a while back, and also griefed. Okay. I griefed it as the group of origin, which existed the time span of January, shortly, within like 5 days, and then disbanded. Origin was supposed to be this gap that filled Generic's power, and then finally everyone betrayed me in the end, and I got hunted down and killed. But hey, I'm back, you know. Oh no, wait, I'm dead again. That's right. Yeah, this is Torp's old base. It's kind of abandoned, like most builds on the server. Out of order or out of use. Useless. That's Bunky's base, also abandoned. This is probably going to be the finale, I'm assuming. It's going to be very interesting. I might record it if I don't get mad and people don't start hurting each other or calling each other names, because fun fact, most of the server consists of not adults, but people in high school to middle school. So there are going to be childish language thrown around and people getting mad at each other, taking a break, and then making up a couple days later. Or immediately, that or 2 hours later. Depends on the person. that pretty much sums up the TJ SMP. It has been a wreck, but a wreck I'm proud to be part of. I never expected it for it to go this long, and I'm happy but also kind of sad because there's a lot more stuff I want to do, but I'd have to get everyone's side to agree, and that's virtually difficult as the server's kind of split on where the future of this concept will go. This has been, I'm gonna say, fun. This has been really fun. Sure, people have yelled at each other, but even in the end, we've still gone on and have had a great time. I did not expect to have such an experience with these people. I've never expected to buy an office desktop or office tower and start running a 24-hour Minecraft server. It's crazy, but it's the kind of crazy that I'm willing to pay for, in a sense. And I want to give this last minute or so and dedicate it to Mochi, Quinn, Pastel, Rowan, Fluffy, and Esso. I know some of you are not going to be here to see this video or appreciate it, but if it weren't for you guys and starting this whole thing, this wouldn't exist. And I am so proud to have met you guys and start this whole charade of fun and idiocy. I hope to another year of this. Minecraft has surprisingly been a huge influence in my life, and I can't see any other way of it not being a part of me. It has sinked its teeth so far that if I didn't have Minecraft or these people in my life, I probably would never have been born, honestly. I am so happy my life has taken this turn, and I never thought I'd ever make these kinds of friendships in my life. And I understand some of you I have not been in contact with and might watch this video, but I want you to know it is an honor to be your friend and be a part of your life. I love you guys with the deepest intentions. Even if I say a few words or call you names, I want you to know we are family. This server right here is family, no matter how mad we may get mad at each other. We can say things behind each other's backs, sure. We can get mad at each other. But in the end, we're family. You can be a vampiric femboy who can be an anarchist and make people mad at you. Either, or be a freaking OP god who can 1v5 people. But in the end, you are loved by the server. Some people in the group may not agree, but you are loved. And I want you to know that. Welcome to the TJ SMP. Hope you enjoy your stay.